both did very, very well.
I
So
agree.
now Lee immediately banned out Save within the time, and now the Moscow got banned. Because like, okay, we let it through one time, and it destroyed us.
Yeah, to be honest, I have to give a little bit of a mention to Manila Boy as well here. His Franco hooks was so on point game 2, but unfortunately it just wasn't enough to win him the game though. So props to Manila Boy, but again, a very risky draw position to pick here. I was very surprised there was so many other roamers. Why Franco?
So many other mids as well. Why Xavier? And
True.
I'm not even going to talk about it.
Okay.
Okay, one that I do say is good but difficult because that's a Moskov is Farsa, right?
Okay.
Farsa, big burst damage.
Definitely hard.
Uh,
Kadita was banned, Faramis was banned, Lilia was banned.
Lilia was banned
Yeah.
as well. I feel like there's one mid that we honestly, now that I think about it, there's quite a lot. Aurora will be good there.
Okay.
Right,
Nana
Aurora?
was good as well.
Nana was good
Yeah.
as well. So
Your team
yeah, a
is
lot of
winning.
good options was Roger getting banned out, even though was not picked earlier, which I think we agree. Instead of the quad, perhaps having the Roger would have been better.
Yeah, I was very surprised like the Roger kind of got completely ignored considering like Black Dime had a very, very good run with the Roger pick up in game 1, right? Game 2, completely ignored. It wasn't really bad here, which is something that I was very surprised here. But this time, Natan, Roger, Moskov being banned, Harif as well. So 4 of the top goal leaders being banned means that Chips still available. Surprise again. Game 2 ignored completely.
Always on the way.
There's Loy being banned. Matilda sneaks through means that we might see a potential Matilda Barraz's game.
Yeah. I would agree. That would be a good pick because we've seen that Black Dime, they like to prioritize the Fredrin, which again, Fredrin's very strong, especially in the Philippines. So they're picking up the quad. Although, to be fair, a lot more goal leaders are not here anymore. Natan's not here, Roger's not here, Moskov's not here, Harif is not here.
There's so many other goal laners that is not useless, like Layla and Mia.
I believe in terms of win rate, Layla is actually okay. The one that is not okay is Mia.
Okay.
Like,
Okay.
I can't remember who, but that was an interview, but they say that Mia is the worst hero. In terms of stats and all
I
those
kind of agree as
Yeah.
well. Very, very short range. Like Layla late game has ridiculous amount of range.
Layla's still usable.
Yeah.
Right? Usable.
If you can drag it to late game.
I would say if you're
Even early now, it's not
honestly,
that bad.
in the lane,
Uh-huh.
if Layla outranges you, what are you gonna do?
Nothing.
Right? The Layla just shoots you,
True.
and then it comes to the point where Layla doesn't get into the turret range and can still attack the turret.
True. True.
Speaking of which, Beatrix is good as well.
Beatrix is amazing.
Right? Going up against the quad, there's still quite a few options here. But I kind of feel like you gotta prioritize the mid lane for now, because I kind of feel like this is gonna be very, very contested for both teams. So Matilda, Baxia, as well as Valentina. So more or less the same kind of draft that they had in game number 2.
Okay, not going for the Barats. This is something that I'm a little bit surprised here. I was expecting maybe Matilda Baratia would be a very, very good fit for them, but they take the Baxia. And this time, Black Dime PH, if
To
they
be fair, because you have the Baxia, you can delay the Dominance Ice, right? Because you
True.
already have the
You
passive.
don't even need to get it.
Right? So you can deal with the Fredrin.
True. Fair enough, fair enough. In this case, I was expecting maybe Black Dime PH might have gone for the Barats to steal away here, just Fredrin XP in this regards here, but against the Baxia, it's not that great. Like, technically, Barats does a little bit more damage here, but because of this,
Hope will
I would say
find a way.
the two choice persons, it can deal with the Barats here.
Even Vexana!
Oh yeah, Vexana was ignored. Yeah, Vexana was like the hero. Yeah, would have been really, really good in game number 2.
Right now, if Black Dime, they really want to shut things off, they should ban a carry. A carry can do pretty well against a quad as well, and then will do quite good against the Fredrin.
Yeah, definitely. I think banning it would be very, very good in this regards here. Forcing, I think forcing
Banning a
Vanguard.
Benedetta might be good too if Vanguard uses it, because it's gonna be very annoying for the Vexana to deal with a frontline Baxia, and then suddenly from the backlines, a Benedetta comes in. A Benedetta or Yuzong is gonna be very annoying for
I
Vexana.
think Black Dime wants to play the Benedetta again. Yeah, they played it. They've showed it in game number 1 here. Maybe they will be picking it up for themselves here. But I agree with what you say as well. Banning of the carry is great if they want to go for a double tank composition for Black Dime PH. Like right now, they've got XP on Fredrin as well. If they want to go for another tanky one in the middle here, maybe even Archive jungle to a certain point, if they decide to go for it, isn't too bad. Like carry will completely shut them down, but not having this true damage, quote-unquote, meta strategy is going to help them a little bit more.
I feel like one hero that can be good but risky for Black Dime is picking up the
Time to
Minotaur.
take the field.
The risky
Your
part is because
team
Valentina
is
can take your
advantaged.
all as well.
True.
I mean, they have a lot of control. Oh,
Oh.
another one. Carmilla.
Carmilla Vex is really good.
Very good.
In high elo rank games, but it's also very situational, right? Like a Carmilla against a Matilda Baxia isn't that amazing. If you're going for like against the chips, it's pretty good. But if they are clumping up together as 5, then yeah, it's pretty good. But I don't think Vanguard has a composition that will be sticking up as 5. It's more like they're going to go for a poking strategy, so I don't think the Carmilla on Black Diamond is going to be good against this composition. But again, it comes down to hitting your spells, right?
Your team
If you hit the Curse Bloods, instant Eternal Guard, boom, everyone dies immediately.
Right now, Bruno getting banned out. So for Vanguard, it's kind of like they're forcing Vanguard to pick up the carry.
Yeah.
Probably they're hoping for the carry pickup for the Vex Hana to deal with. If they want a little bit more long range, like you said, the Bitrix would still be good. And a Kufra, we haven't seen Kufra for quite a while. I mean, it's good going up against Carry,
what?
Valen, as well as Matilda.
84 times banned and 93 times picked. Huh?
In what games?
In what games Kufra had that much stats? Like,
Huh.
I don't even see, like, I'm a Kufra player and I think Kufra is kind of bad in this current patch. I'm surprised by this.
The more we know.
Wow.
So now we got to see if the carry gets picked up. If going up against a Kufra, you kind of want to pick a hero that can purify, because if you go for the flicker, it's just going to be wasted, right? So
This land is our homeland.
Lapu Lapu gets
and it
picked
will
up.
soon be our burial
We just have to see
ground.
whether the carry gets picked up or
assault unit awaiting
Yeah,
orders.
it's got to be a no-brainer. He's got to pick the carry here. Like, this is great if you're dealing with Kufra. You know, all you gotta do is just purify, walk out there, just burst him down. Final pick coming from Black Diamond PH here is gotta be, I think, they are XP laner. So they have, yeah, CC again. No problemo here.
CC is very good against the carry because same argument with the quad,
Vengeance.
the Vengeance.
Yeah.
Because especially when carry hits 3 items, just one of her pinwheels is going to hurt a lot. So come mid to late game, CC is going to be a big problem. And looking at the control coming in from Vanguard, there's no one really to control the CC. Because the Lapu Lapu is going to go to the back lines. It's not going to be protected to carry behind, same as the Baxia. So looking at drop, I'm kind of leaning towards Black Dime.
I actually like Vanguard a little bit more because it's easier to execute rather than Black Diamond PH's composition. But again, you know, who are we to judge here? So far, both our predictions, actually LaFell's prediction has been on point for 2 games here. I've completely whiffed the mark for 2 games here. And now for the do or die situation, either or for this teams here. One of this team will still have a shot to survive, to make it in towards the challenge finals here. Whereas one of these teams will be ending their journey here with in the Snapdragon Pro Series. So I'm worried for either of these teams here.
Right now, I'm looking at the stats here. It looks like both the carry as well as the Claude are using the common emblem, so they want to stay in the lane for as much as they can, for as long as they can. So if any kind of pressure gets put there, it's gonna put a wrench into their plan because they kind of want a solo lane. They don't want any part in any kind of team fight. They just want to farm out.
Yep, and as of yet here, decider match comes in. This is going to be a do or die here. It is going to be between Vanguard Esports going up against Black Diamond PH. Game number 3. And now, we do see Lelouch having the slower end in terms of jungle rotation. Salem already ahead into the next objective so far in the jungle.
Let me just say, one interesting part.
Oh my
Barbie
god,
G.
Barbie just taking so much damage. Okay, it's fine. She is fine.
One thing that I do want to point out is that we are moving towards a meta where you don't help out your jungler all that much. Because I've watched the playoffs for MPL Philippines, and even today, both junglers don't get leashed that much.
I guess so. But at the same time here, MJ taking a little bit too much damage. Has to Purify, will be able to walk out. 3 Purifies for this Kufra. And now Kufra getting jabbed back a little bit too much. Terrafire comes in. It's going to get auto attack to death. That's going to be first blood in the hands of Salem. As Vanguard Esports being the last Singaporean team left, still holding on to survive in their journey here in the Swiss bracket formats.
Salem is doing very well as a boxer here, making sure that you have priority inside of the jungle. Even though this Chi is trying to push him away, he's like, no, this is my territory. The jungle is mine. So I like that he's abusing the fact that he clears much faster than Fredrin. The Fredrin is struggling to get level 4. Boxer just breezed and he got the level 4.
Yeah, but as of yet here, Lelouch was able to steal one creep off Vanguard Esports, so he's somewhat able to equalize. But this first blood up on Manila Boy is going to put Vanguard ahead in terms of XP for the first Toro fight.
Yeah, MJ is doing so good trying to zone them away from these minions. So props to him, man. He's using his Valentina so well that he's causing problems for Black Dime.
Oh, Chieftain's Rage comes in. He's looking for the kill. He gets one. That's going to be first blood. Is he going to be able to survive this here? The Matilda is going to get him out. Eternal God being dropped in. Lelouch has to reset this fight, but now great shot coming from Barbie Chi, but the stolen Eternal Guardian here for Super MJ means that they will secure the turtle. But imagine this, right? Like that Eternal God walks by and just steals the turtle away. that would be really, really unfortunate for Vanguard Esports. But again, here comes the clash, but it looks like they have to disengage.
Yeah, this is strong as well. You were talking about the Barats as well as the Matilda, but now the mobility coming from the Boxy as well as Matilda, we could argue that the mobility is much more because even without the Matilda, the Boxy is already pretty fast and moving all across the map. So Vanguard just, I mean, getting 2 kills, sure, but through their own rotation, they have 1,000 goal lead. This is quite good in the first 3 minutes of the game.
Yeah, but I don't know, man. Like, it feels like right now, Black Knight BH, they've lost all that momentum that they had from Game 1. Game 2 seems like they are a little bit more disorganized now from what we are expecting here. I was expecting a little bit more on how they should be prioritizing this year, but Vanguard seems to have a clearer picture from Game 1 compared to Game 1 here. But now, middle lane, Barbie G being the point of focus, gonna be focused down. Eternal God will shut them down. Manila Boy is gonna be next to fall, and he somehow survives. This actually flickers out of there, forcing Super MJ to commit and will be slapped with the Appraisal's Wrath. And Black Knight PH fights back. As soon as I say this, we'll talk about Caster's Curse, man, LaFell. Talk about it.
I like that Vanguard, they still don't lose focus. They want to shut down Barbie Chi as much as they can. But the thing is, Barbie Chi has 2 assists now. So even though died, but still it's not that big of a problem because Lelouch is there. Although I do have to say, watching how Lelouch plays, he's playing more of a frontline Fredrin, which I don't think is that great right now.
Yep, Ken now going to be committing the fight, taking a little bit too much power here. Here comes the stun, gets the kill with the assist of Salem. Tag team combo, but they're relatively low here. Lelouch looking for the taunt. Can they set up for the fight as well? Yes, they can. Salem getting dropped out completely. Appraisal's Wrath committed as well, but the Tortoise Bason does not keep him alive. He will lose his life here. Great catch coming from Black Knight PH, and now Turtle being contested as well. MJ looking to try and poke his way through, but do they have the damage here? Ken dropping down pretty low. They need to force a fight, but can they here? Chipson's Rage coming from the back line. They want to fight Barbie G once again. He's got the sustain. 3-man Eternal Guardian comes in. Nick State fights one. Now with the circling eagle, connects on all 3. It was a 3v4, and they somehow won the fight. What a play from Vanguard Esports.
That was amazing from Vanguard. Now almost 2.5k goal lead. Nick Stain as well as Super MJ, they played that phenomenally because we gotta look at the instant replay, which is not gonna come up, by the way. They get mid, so that's great. Do they get mid? They could.
Okay.
They should.
Not sure what happened about this yet. Yeah, this is the instant replay here. 3v5, they all clumped up. A stolen Eternal Guardian by MJ connects on 3, and Ken was just slapping their way through. That was a big boy damage coming from Ken.
I mean, 3-man knockup, man. That was amazing coming in from Nick Stain, and Super MJ is really making a name for himself on this Valentina. Not just dealing the damage, but making sure that he can control the opposing side. Like, his Valentina is legit from the laning phase all the way to the turtle phase. His positioning has been phenomenal.
Yeah, I agree. But not right now. Bottom lane here, Luxian getting shut down pretty hard right now here. He's going to go for the counter play. The first engagement's completely stopped out here. Barbie Chi missing the Eternal Guard means Vanguard can look to try and re-engage this. Salem Tortoise Bason, but no, MJ with the stolen Eternal Guardian hits on 3. They're pretty low, but they don't want to commit under turret, so Vanguard will reset this fight. Unless Black Dime overextends, but looks like they will respect this.
Right now, in terms of gold, Vanguard is already hitting 5. So 5,000 gold lead is equivalent to one extra item all across the board here. So they should have more damage and they should be able to handle more damage. The problem is, now that Nick Stain has the Flats of Oasis, it's not going to be easy to take anyone down from the side of Vanguard.
Yeah, but speaking of fight here, Circling Eagle already expend the next turtle in the hands of Vanguard Esports. Black Dive doesn't want to commit this, but Lelouch walks up, steals the turtle away, outrages Salem. You can see Salem, he's mad, he doesn't have mana. Does he want to fight this? He did it with his Retribution, so
oh my goodness.
He's looking to try and threaten the purple buff. I think he can, but he's getting zoned out completely. And Lelouch, he will be able to secure the purple buff, and that will be Vanguard losing out the trades in both fronts.
That's the moment in the comms you would just hear the awkward silence. And then afterwards, they'll be like, how?
Oh boy. Feels bad here, but now RA getting chipped away. Black Dime, they're trying to defend against this, but Vanguard continuing with their pressure. And so far, Claude not having the best win rate in this series so far. 0% win rate.
Look at the coup.
And they missed the comp. Okay, this is bad. Black Dime, they have to back out right now. All the spells has completely airballed. And Vanguard, they're looking to go for the punish as well. Chieftain going for the stun. Black Dime retreats to the second turret. And they manage to disengage, but Vanguard now still on the offense. Lamach, what are you doing? Okay, he's going to be able to get out, but Black Dime needs to focus on what they need to do right now.
It was so bad, my true inner thoughts went out. Like, sorry for being a bit disappointed in that play. You already saw no one was home. Why'd you drop the board? So, a lot of questionable plays there coming in from Black Dime. They can't make those kind of mistakes because Vanguard, having the Matilda, they're inches away of diving you. So, never make those kind of mistakes. Damage leaderboard right now. MJ is on top. Super MJ doing work. Although, you know, a little bit like Candy's catching up. But still, he's doing a lot of work there.
Barbie Chi, you gotta relax. Chill, girl, chill. You gotta relax. You had a phenomenal game 1, but game 2, game 3, you gotta chill. Right now, Salem now gonna be gonna be starting the fight against Lelouch. He's getting poked away by RA, but this is a very, very tanky box here right now. Stolen Eternal Guardian still in the hands of MJ. They're looking for the opportunity. Now Manila Boy missing the stun. And again, now MJ uses the Eternal Guard to zone them off. Lord will be secured by Vanguard. Black Dive not committing at all.
Lucian Stain hasn't been doing much this game, huh?
Yeah.
0-0 and 0.
He's farming.
Yeah, he's farming. The team is doing so good that he doesn't have to join the fight so much. Like, you see how Vanguard has been avoiding a lot of the engages coming in from Black Dime. Sometimes they dodge it by not moving at all.
Yeah, this is, I don't know. Like it feels like Vanguard just doesn't need him right now. They want to play the first safety net here. As long as Lucian gets his farm, it's gonna be okay. But now with the Lord knocking in, Black Dime, how would they play this?
Right now, Manila Boy just doesn't have any room to engage, especially when you're so down in gold, where a bad engage just means that you're going to die for free, and then if your team wants to follow up on you, they could potentially die as well. Looking at the items here, Claude just finished his Trinity item, so he can have a bit of damage, but the setup has to be there.
Yeah, it's going to be tough here, but now Lelouch
Don't miss this.
in a little bit of trouble. And Barbie Chi not going to be dropping the spells here, still has the Eternal God. Lord going to be the POI right now. Finally hits on 2, trying to clear the creep wave. They find Lelouch. Lucian first is down with the Canary as well. Tier 3 still somewhat standing, but they're dropping down so low. Lamach with the blazing duet, but it doesn't matter. Double kill for Lucian. Finally pops off, shows up, and comes up online. Vanguard says, no, 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 it's not over. It's not that easy, Black Dive. It's not that easy. Now, Manila Boy missing the Tyrant's Rage right here. He is going to be focused upon here. Dropping down low. Tier 3 still stands, but Black Dive might be losing their ticket, losing their lives right here, right now. 2 base exposed. They have to defend with everything they've got. And you can see the recalls from Vanguard saying, it's not your time, Black Knight. It's not your time.
Well, Manila Boy just has to hit one time, but so far, he hasn't been doing that.
3-man knockup to zone them off. Tier 3 still stands, but they're dropping like flies. MJ with the double kill. Nick Stain as well on a killing spree. Lamarche and Barbie, the only one left to defend 4v2. They still have minions. They still have skills. But here comes the circling eagle. Barbie G holding on. Crystal's being focused down as well. They lose Can, but it's 3v2. There's still minions and it's over.